Hello Chibsers, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're having a look at some Eureka 18mm AB and Napoleonics. This is the last regiment I'm painting for my client, so it's part of a commission. These are Saxon Chevauxleger. Take a bit of time to do because obviously all the fancy work on the Chevauxleger. That's the green and yellow and red bits there. The only they took a bit of cleaning up. These are fairly new Scots, but they took a bit of cleaning up. It wasn't so much clag that often older moulds get, as there's bits of metal stuck everywhere. It was just the fact that they come with a mixture of horses. The standard smaller horse, which I don't know if I'm looking at now, I think that might be a smaller one, for the light cavalry, which they are, and they came with a mixture with the large like dragoon and cuirassier type cavalry, and the riders just did not want to fit on those larger horses, and it took ages to try and file away. But then I ended up having to gently tease the legs open slightly with the pliers, and every second I was doing that I was expecting the leg to crack off or something, and that took a fair bit, because otherwise they don't even sit tight to the horse, so you just bear that in mind. If you do get some, try and make sure you get the light cavalry horses for them. It's nice to have a mixture, but they'll take you some work to get them to actually sit, and even then they're not absolutely conform. The only things I've done is done the usual drilled the reins out from the front and some of them from the side, and use a paper clip for the lance itself and some metal pop can that I keep in stock. I just cut them up and put them aside for when needed. And I used the last ones I did on the pennant flags. They weren't very good because I'd actually used snips to do them, because I thought the beer cans would be too much for an old pair of nail scissors that I've got. I need to get some more close in type scissor work, for whether it's for decals and some more heavier duty ones for this. But the nail scissors went right through it fine, and I thought, well, why didn't I do that on the first lot? Oh well, lesson learned. I'll make a couple of indentations just to show, like, as if they've been nailed on, tacked on, whatever. Some come with a great feed bags on these guys. I can't remember the colour that I've, not so much the colours that I've used. I've used dark vermilion mixed with old rose, and then light vermilion, but there is a particular colour, and I'm lost for it at the moment. What it's supposed to be called. So it's quite a more subdued red. Something else was you going to say, Gav? Oh yeah, I just use an old Rawkins book for my actual uniform guide. So yep, that's our Chevauxleger. That I've done at the moment. I've got these 12 done. I've got another 6 that I've halfway through. I'm just doing the green on the riders and the Chevauxleger. That's the horse blanket you see over there. Just doing the green on that. I usually do one base colour with I believe grass green, and then I use I think it's called frog green, to really bring it up slightly. But horse colours I try and do these days. I do 6 all roughly of the same colour, although they still varied because I slightly vary the highlights on them. But I'll do 6 of these, say, and 6 of these, and then the difference is with the manes mainly, and the socks and stuff on the horse, so that the whites, sometimes black, legs, and that's what I do. But I tend to find that even in these guys, the colours are very slightly different on them, because I'll vary up the highlights. So I believe he's on a larger horse, And as I say, they really take. I did manage to get that guy to sit fairly low down. As you can usually tell by the Chevauxleger at the back how high the horse is sitting. I try not to do any file work to the horses themselves if possible, just so I don't distort the shape. It's easier to put a round file, you know, obviously around the rider, because he comes with a Chevauxleger already attached to the legs and a portmanteau on the back. But yeah, they're metal, 18mm. Now, you remember? Yeah, that one there. They're 18mm metal figures. Put a couple of photographs at the end. This will be the last unit of the 3 I've painted for my client. I've got one based, which I will show off on another video. That's the first unit, which was heavily converted. The second unit is getting a varnish coat, and then I'll go through the basing stage, and then I've got these guys. As I say, I've got 6 to go. Well, 6 halfway through, and then 6 including 2 of those are a trumpeter and an officer. Yeah, as I say, they've not too bad figures. Bit of clag and mould. Some of the mould lines are it's a bit weird, like under the arm and whatever. And I have to move the arm slightly anyway to get it to roughly sit where I want with the lance, because obviously I drill them out. So some you get better than others. I've not done too bad on these actually. The other lances that I did, I had a couple where I broke through the side of the hand, and I had to just like mooch around with that, try and close them back up. But to leave the white metal lances on, they go like spaghetti, as you guys know, and I just don't think they look massively great. So thank you very much for stopping by and taking a look. There'll be as I say, a unit of and I can't remember for the life of me now, but there'll be an AB unit, the first one I did, coming up in the next few days, and a couple of other vids probably as well. So thanks for stopping by and taking a look, and we will catch each other soon on another video.